It's time to get back into the camo grind. We're locked in, and I'm going to try and get the Nebula camo unlocked in one game on the Tombs directed mode. I have some ideas that might make the special and elite zombies even easier to complete. Now remember, we're in directed mode. So the last time we were on the Tomb and we unlocked the Nebula camo in one game, we could use the side Easter eggs like the golden armor plates to farm unlimited elites, which ended up being the fastest method to kill elites in the game. However, because we're in directed and things are a lot easier here, I have an idea for unlimited special and elite zombie. I probably always say this, but I think this will be the fastest method to get the special and elite zombies done in the entire game. Oh no, this might be an issue. The D13 sector isn't even one-shotting on round 2. At least this is directed mode, so it's not like it's difficult at all. It is going to take a little bit of time just to get this thing pack-a-punched in the first place. Okay, so we got enough salvage. We'll hit the green rarity, and we'll see if this thing one-shots still. Okay, that's a good sign. At least we're able to one-shot now. I'm just going to sit in spawn for the next however many minutes it takes to get as much money as possible, maybe at least 10k, to open up the doors to Pack-a-Punch and get this thing upgraded so I don't have to worry about having to shoot multiple like saw blades at zombies as possible. I do have the sector max level for multiplayer, but I decided not to use the explosive blades just to see how this thing would work with the standard saw blades. I'm sure if you threw explosive ones on this, you would not have issues at all. I think that's enough time in spawn. We have what I think is enough money to get me through the doors on this map. For whatever reason, inflation hit door buys on this map. I don't know if Trump tariffed Treyarch or whatever happened, but like doors on this map are like $2,000 from spawn. And I know it's not the biggest map ever, but that's kind of ridiculous. A quick reminder, I just realized this myself. This is directed mode and none of the side Easter eggs are active, so we can't get the free Pack-a-Punch crystal, which is unfortunate, but Pack-a-Punch is right here, so. And the round cap is set to round 10, so I'm assuming before we get the ice staff parts, we have to progress to round 10, or at least have to get the ice staff parts by round 10 before we hit the cap anyway, before it raises anymore. So I guess unfortunately, just because of the strategy that I'm going to use for special zombies, we're going to stay on the round 10 round cap. When I was using the ice staff, I really liked this area by Quick Revive. It seemed like it had fast zombie spawns on high rounds. So we'll try it out for a bit. Eventually, I'll go to Deadshot, see how that works when you leave the spawn door closed. And of course, where I'm going to spend most of my time is by Stamina Up, where it's not even arguable, the fastest zombie spawns in the game. And we're only at 100 eliminations so far. And the one thing that's good about the D13 sector is you don't need headshots with it. You can't even get headshots. I've tried. Like, the saw blades go straight through the zombies' heads. Doesn't count as a headshot, which isn't the end of the world. I mean, easy camo challenges. Don't have to aim for the head. Every kill will count. Okay, well, that is good to know. The saw blades don't count for destroying the crystals to move them into the correct spot to see the Roman numerals to get the ice staff trial started. So I'm assuming, unfortunately, what I was going to do is use this in the boss fight and see how good it did against the Sentinel artifact. But if it doesn't work on these crystals, it's not going to do any damage to the artifact. So I'm going to have to buy a bullet weapon. And because we're going to use this in the boss fight for elite kills, I'm going to have to not bring in the ice staff with me at all once we've upgraded it and have done the Easter egg steps. Also, this is one spot I really like. Just, it's not the fastest spawns in the world, but if you sit here by Deadshot, when you're on the normal map, ice staff, really good high round strategy. I like sitting, like, realistically, since the door to spawn's closed, you can back yourself into a corner, and because the ice staff's so overpowered, it can just mow through zombies. And I mean, we're on directed mode, just farming kills anyway, so I mean, it's a pretty okay spot. But of course, we're over here by Stamina Up. It's going to have the fastest zombie spawns in the entire game. So if you're in the directed mode, farming camos, regardless of what guns you're working on, this is going to be where you're going to want to be. At least until you're working on specials and elite zombies. I'm not gonna lie, I was watching the Outdoor Boys YouTube channel and I completely zoned out, but we got our 2,000 kills done on the D13 sector. So the special camos, or I guess are unlocked. The special camo challenges are getting 100 kills while zombies are affected by your tacticals. and 300 pack-a-punch kills. With the Vulture perk, I have the Picky Eater augment, so when zombies die, the odds of them dropping equipment that I already have is much greater. And the decoy grenades are the best for this challenge. So yeah, we're already getting zombies that are dropping decoy grenades. And we have so much salvage because I've been using the Vulture perk throughout this entire grind getting 2,000 kills in the first place, where there's a crafting table just across the room and I can just craft more if I ever run out and Vulture's Picky Eater doesn't spawn me anymore. That was pretty fast. I mean, a couple rounds of just throwing the decoy grenades in the same spot and killing zombies. That's 100 kills affected by tacticals. And I'm sure I'm not far off of the 300 kills while pack-a-punch. All right, time for some rapid kills. I mean, really, the strategy doesn't have to change for me. I can just sit here and kill zombies as fast as possible until gold's unlocked. All right, that means it's showtime. So, the reason I have not done any of the ice staff steps, I've covered this strategy before. We are going to exploit the ice staff trial to spawn as many special zombies as possible. Now that we've shot the Roman numerals, we're going to get zombies that will spawn inside this trial. All the regular round zombies are going to stop spawning, but the ones that are still walking around the map are going to be walking around. So you can kill them off. I mean, it's directed. It's not going to be too much of an issue. And then these zombies that spawn in from the portals, we're just going to kill them until we complete phase 1. Now that we're on the second phase and the energy orb has moved, we are now going to get a special zombie. And every time we... Okay, wow. Okay, 1 hit kills for the D13 sector, at least on this round, of course, directed mode. We just walk out of the trial zone, walk back in, and another special zombie is going to spawn in each time. But try not to kill the normal zombies or the parasites and vermin that spawn during these trials, because every time you leave and re-enter, you're only supposed to kill 1 specialist, because when you re-enter, that specialist zombie is going to respawn, but it's going to replace a zombie that you killed. So if there's 7 zombies per trial, when you kill that first special zombie and you re-enter, only 6 are going to spawn. You're going to rinse and repeat the exact same way that I'm doing. And you'll rinse and repeat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kill all of those special zombies. The orb's going to move. You do it again. And then kill the next special zombies, and only the special zombies. Once they die, leave the trial, re-enter, and just kill the special zombies. And you're going to farm as many specials as possible, as quickly as possible. And there we go. Within 1 ice staff trial, I already have the Opal camo unlocked. And so realistically, what you can do is bring 2 weapons that you want to get the Opal challenge done into your directed mode game on the tomb. And you just have to do both ice staff trials and your guns are done. Of course, that's not going to infinitely spawn specials, which we'll talk about later. And the round cap's going to increase as well. So maybe on later rounds, 1 special zombie will spawn around. But even then, that's not going to be as fast as the boss fight. So I decided I'm going to just get the rest of my Afterlife camo challenge done over here by Deadshot Daiquiri. The zombies are all going to come at me from one direction. I'm never going to get overwhelmed because it's in directed mode. It's going to be easy, breezy, beautiful, cover girl, and we're going to get this shit done. Now that the round cap's on round 12 and I have the ice staff and I'm doing the upgrade trial, there is a special zombie that spawns per round. So if you're in a pinch and you need a really easy guaranteed way to get a special zombie per round, you could just repeat the round cap on round 12 over and over. But we're upgrading the ice staff. If you're new to zombies or are struggling in the boss fight on the tomb, this is a certified gamer moment strategy where you can get as many special and elite zombies as possible. It's not as good as the ice staff trials for the special zombies, but it's still guaranteed. We're escorting this orb through the map, and every so often we are going to get guaranteed special zombies that spawns, like these mimics. Free kills, easy peasy done. And every few sections that the orb stops and you're feeding souls to it, a couple doppelgasts will spawn, mimics, but near the very end is where we're gonna get our elite zombie. As long as you're escorting the orb through, right around here, this is where the amalgam's going to spawn it. Oh my god, okay. So the upgraded D13, 2 shots to the amalgam. We're on round cap 12, so it's not the biggest issue. And once you kill the amalgam, just run away from the orb. Purposely fail the upgrade trial. You're gonna repeat this step over and over again if you want easy, special, and elite zombies at the same time. Because we purposely failed the ice staff upgrade, there's going to be a different portal where we have to shoot the symbols, like the red portal here. We're gonna go through, and we're gonna start the upgrade trial for the ice staff all over again. Follow the exact same path. Kill your special zombies, the regular zombies along the way. Once you get to here, once again, that amalgam is going to spawn. You can do this as many times as possible. It takes maybe 20 seconds longer per round to kill the amalgam on the tomb than the Liberty Falls strategy. If you're on the directed mode over there and are doing the LTG step and are purposely killing the elite zombie there, it's a little bit slower here, but you have the guarantee of more special zombies. So you kind of pick and choose your battles if you're trying to do all of your camo challenges for one gun in the same game, or just as many mastery camo challenges as you can. And I'm not really trying to sit here and do this for 10 rounds in a row for the Nebula camo, because the boss fight, which I've been kind of hinting towards the entire video, has a way better strategy to get like as many elites or special zombies, even vermin and parasites as possible. I kind of forgot we have to do the final step of the Easter egg with the upgraded ice staff. This is going to be a way to get infinite parasites, vermin, and special zombies as well. But obviously not as fast. Actually, no. You know what? Check this out. So when you're doing these trials, you have to kill a bunch of vermin inside of this first zone. And I'm using the ice staff because I don't need vermin kills. But if you have a gun that needs this camo challenge done, instead of finishing this trial, you could purposely fail it and just keep repeating it over and over again to get all of the guns that you need vermin kills on, your vermin kills. The same thing goes for parasite kills. I'm doing the parasite trial right now, and as long as I don't, like, realistically, I could sit here and kill parasites over and over again, not bring their energy to the statue, fail this, and repeat it round after round until all the weapons that need parasite kills are done. And it's guaranteed to get what? I'm probably gonna kill 10 to 20 parasites per round just doing this strategy, which is way faster than having to go through a bunch of rounds on Terminus to get bug rounds or Liberty Falls or whatever. Doppelgas side of things, yes, you could do this and get infinite special zombies spawning over and over again here as well. But unfortunately, you can't do it for the elites, and you'll see that once I'm done this trial and we're down by quick revive. This elite amalgam, you have to kill to complete this trial. There's no way to kill this amalgam and purposely fail the trial. So yes, during the Easter egg, you're gonna get a guarantee of 1 elite zombie during this stage, but there's no purpose way to fail it and keep spawning amalgams over and over again. So we just kind of have to kill it, and then we can go to boss fight, and I'll show you where the real strategy for special, I guess, what are they called? I guess special zombies and elite zombies. Also, because I'm using the D13, I traded out the ice staff trying to spin the box for an LMG, and I forgot that there's an LMG wall buy on the map. So we're gonna max upgrade this thing and then go into the boss fight. So if you have never seen this boss fight before, once you activate the Sentinel artifact, it is going to spin around and shoot a laser. You're just going to avoid that laser. Eventually, the laser is going to start floating and target one of the 4 statues in this boss fight arena. And if you let the orb reach that statue, it is going to spawn whatever zombie type that is at the statue. And you could completely fail this challenge over and over again to infinitely spawn that enemy type. But I'm not interested in that. I want to get to the later stages to spawn infinite elite zombies. So now that the orb's going towards the statue with your bullet weapon, it has to be a bullet weapon, you have to shoot this Sentinel artifact until it kind of explodes or can no longer be damaged and the orb doesn't reach the statue. It's going to duplicate this, and you're going to have to do this all over again. Now that there are 4 Sentinel artifacts, because we've destroyed them 4 times and have duplicated them to 4, we are now going to spawn elite zombies, starting off with the heavy zombie. And I just want to see when I kill it if it counts as a heavy zombie. These sentinel artifacts are going to shoot out their lasers like normal. Just stay out of the range of them so they don't kill you. And we're going to purposely let the orbs from these 4 sentinel artifacts reach the statues. Okay, so it turns out that the heavy zombie does not actually count as an elite. So during the 4-stage sentinel artifact, one random is going to spawn and kind of fly to where you saw that heavy zombie spawn. And stage 1 is heavy zombie, stage 2 is a mimic, stage 3 is a not a doppelgast, a amalgam. And these, other than the heavy zombie, all count as an elite zombie. So we have to wait for the sentinel artifact rotation to happen again for another heavy zombie. And then once that heavy zombie spawns, we're going to kill it and destroy its sentinel artifact. Okay, so now, in theory, the mimic should spawn, as well as every time we fail, you're going to see a couple doppelgasts, a couple parasites, vermin, and another like just a normal amalgam, not a boss amalgam spawn, which still counts as an elite zombie, and we can purposely just not make progression in the boss fight now until we're done the Nebula Camo challenge. There we go. D13 sector, Nebula unlocked in one single game. Now, there is one downside to this strategy. You're only able to bring in 2 weapons at a time to the boss fight. So at most, you can do your special and elite zombie challenges for 2 weapons at a time. Now, you can do the save and quit cheese where you purposely Alt F4 or close app if you're on console, and then when you reload the game, you're going to get a message saying something happened to your game and you lost connection. Do you want to reload? And then it'll put you at the start of whatever round you enter the boss fight. You can spin the mystery box, hit wall buys, re-upgrade your weapons, go back into the boss fight, rinse, and repeat. By far, this is the fastest method to do elite kills in the game. Special zombies is, if you're doing one gun at a time, the ice staff trials and purposely failing them over and over again. That's the fastest in the game. The only unfortunate thing is in directed mode. On the tomb, there's no exploit or extremely fast strategy to get kills or headshots. So Citadel de Mor is where you're going to want to do those base camo challenges, but specifically for directed mode compared to standard for the tomb, elite kills and specials are so much easier because there's round caps and the zombies have health caps as well. So might as well finish up the boss fight here, get my rewards for doing the directed mode Easter egg, which I haven't got them yet. It's just a super simple calling card. And I think you get a weapon charm or a weapon sticker or something simple as well. It's been 3 weeks since I've uploaded, and that's because I've been super busy with school. I got 100% on a Calc 3 midterm, which is like insanely unheard of, at least in my friend group and the people that I know at school. But I've also been snowboarding a lot, and it's something that I've taken a lot of time up on my days off. And instead of playing video games, I'm just out snowboarding somewhere. But that's Nebula unlocked in one game. And of course, the Tombs directed mode. I think if you wanted to unlock the Nebula Camo as fast as possible, you sit on Citadel and do your standard camo challenges, so your headshots or your normal eliminations. You get your special camos done, maybe even your gold challenge, and then you go straight for the tomb and you do the ice staff strategy and finish off with the Tombs boss fight on directed mode. Super easy to get to, doesn't take very long at all. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.